Hello, this is Joyce at Amazing Wolf's Homestead. I am outside. Today's a cloudy day, and I am just going to try to get a tour of the garden. And I had good news. I had ordered my husband 2 peach trees, and they came in. I ordered a Red Haven, and I believe the other one, Sun High Peach, and it's a dwarf tree. But I ordered it from Stark Brothers, and I was very thankful. When it came, it had green leaves on it, and I'm trying to get to where you can see it. And I got it planted this afternoon. And the second one is a Red Haven, and I'm very thankful for the trees looking so good. We got them yesterday in the mail. And the way that I did this, and I'm not for sure, I'm pretty amateur when it comes to anything like this. But what I did was, I got the tree out of the container. I dug a big hole. I put a pipe in so that I can water it to the roots. And then I filled it in with good topsoil, and then I put the top dirt that I dug up, put it over top of the topsoil. And I did use a full bag on each one, and just tickled that I got them in the ground. It's been raining. We've had big rains here for the last day or so, and it's another chance of big rains tonight, and I thought it would be a good time to get them in the ground. So walking on up here, we're going up to the hill garden. And I've been trying to debate. I believe my garden is needing some nitrogen. This is my 3 sisters. Everything is growing, but it's still got a yellow cast to it. We are having quite a bit of rain, but everything is growing. And I have all kinds of flowers. I've got zinnias and marigolds. You see the marigolds and the zinnias and the squash, and just everything is coming up. I told my husband, it's no telling what I'll have coming up. I believe that there is a tree. That looks like a little Formosa tree. And I've planted and replanted, and here's my tomatoes, but everything is still looking good and hanging in there. And the tomatoes look like they are taking hold and beginning to grow. And there's my green beans. They've come up. I had another row of green beans coming up. Okra is doing fantastic. I've got 4 okras here, and they are beginning to grow. And then I have cabbage, and it's beginning to grow and look good. So all in all, I am thankful, very thankful. I have cabbage over here in this bed. Do you see this stuff? I've never had this before like this. I'm not really for sure. I think someone said that it's harmless. It just looks funny in the topsoil, and I don't think it's anything to worry about. But if you know anything about it, and if you've seen it before, then if you don't care, let me know. And you can see my peas are coming up, my nostrums. And we're going to walk down and just enjoy today and enjoy what God is doing, and being thankful things are as well as they are. I saw my first snake in the garden. It was It was a green snake. It was about, probably about 2 foot long, little thin thing, but nevertheless, it was a snake. But we just let it go. I told him I wouldn't bother it if he wouldn't bother me, so we don't hurt the non-poisonous ones. Once you see my flower beds, my flowers and how they are doing. I did find out what this flower is. It is called a hare's, now I forgot the rest of it, but it's a hare's something. But I do love it. It's beautiful. I love how it is designed. And my marigolds, these are the marigolds that I raised last year. I kept the seed, and then petunias, and then this is my sunflower, and you can see it's fixing to bloom. Can you see it up there? I don't know if you can or not. Yeah, right there. It's fixing to bloom. And then the flowers are doing really good this year. Let me go ahead and deadhead this one. I try to keep all the petunias deadheaded and the marigolds, but the marigolds are beautiful. And then I have this, and I believe I called this, I think this is sedum. Sedum. And I need to deadhead this one real fast. If you deadhead them, it will tell the plant to keep on blooming. And we'll go this route. We're going around to the front of the yard. And I want to be very quiet because in my fern, I didn't check on her yesterday, but I checked on her the day before. Let me see. I don't see her. Yep, there she went. I scared her. I didn't mean to. But she's still there, and she has her nest. Her little nest is right there. She's pushed 2 of the little eggs out, but she has a nest there. And we're going to go on and not bother her. But there are my flowers on my front porch and how they are doing. And they are looking good. And we're actually, these are my hostas. So we're going to walk down here. We're going to walk down to the house garden. And I did see my hummingbird this week, and I did put out more food for the hummingbird, but I think there's something going on with the hummingbirds this year. And then I had this one here. I need to deadhead this one. Let me get that one. And this is more of my marigolds. And you'll see that I've got a lot of marigolds coming up because I was I didn't think they was going to come up, and they have come up everywhere. And then I've got these. There's a marigold here in this bucket, along with pepper coming up. And then I've got several marigolds in this bucket, along with the pepper. And this one's got marigolds and pepper. Marigolds and pepper. And then I've got little Thai peppers, y'all. I really do. I hope you can see them. They're right there on the tip. This is my Thai pepper plant. And I've got a celery. Believe it or not, there's a celery coming up in that. And so we're going to let it grow. And y'all, this is my potato patch and my bean patch. And there's a pretty tomato sitting right there. And there's a Copenhagen cabbage inside there underneath that tomato. And the potatoes are blooming. These are the Kennybacks, and these are the Blue Lake beans. And they are just growing and doing fantastic. There's a tomato. And there's a cabbage that's coming alive. And there's a marigold that's tucked down here in the corner. And it's so thrilling to come out. I come out every day because you don't know what you're going to find when you come out every day and see at the gardens. I want to show you. These are my butternut squash. Can you see that little butternut squash? Can you see this one inside here? If you look real close, looks like a little light bulb. See that one right there? And I counted 4. I've got 4 butternut squash with many more blooms that are coming on. And the garlic, I did get all the garlic scapes. We've already eaten them. They were very good. And the garlic is still doing great. It is doing great. And here is an overall view of the garden. And you can see up here, this is more Kennybacks. We had a wind day before yesterday, and I thought it was going to blow all the potatoes out of the ground. But they are all doing good. I did put more dirt in here to help hold them steady. And I've got I don't know if that's a broccoli or a cabbage that's wanting to grow there. And then over here, I've got purple basil. Can you see that? Let me see. I don't know if you can see that purple basil right there or not. There you go. There's my purple basil. It's beginning to come up. Down here I've got strawberries. These are the Everbearing strawberries. I lost all the ones I had for 2 years, and then I bought more strawberries, and I have put them in here in this plant bed this year. My lilac is doing great. These beans are doing good. The chives are doing good. The rosemary is doing good. Now I did, all in this area here, I planted more chives. And then I actually had these pinks to come up. So they look very pretty, and I just left them. They look pretty added to the garden. And then down here, I have another sunflower, and I have another tomato. And these here are the red Pontiac potatoes. No, these are the yellow gold. These are the yellow gold potatoes. And you can see these are past my waist. These potatoes I'm 5'6", and they are past my waist. As you can see them. And there's more Blue Lake beans. Now this in here is Yukon Golds, and as you can tell, all these potato plants are totally different. And these are the Yukon Golds right in here. Then there's more beans. I have more beans in here. And this is my asparagus. And this is where I saw the little green snake day before yesterday. He was laying up on the fence. This is cover made because I had strawberries in here for 2 years, and to keep the birds out of them and the squirrels out of them, we put this over the top of it. But the asparagus, it was late getting out here because of the weather and because of the flood and stuff. But I have new asparagus coming up all over. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's coming up just everywhere, and I'm so thankful. This is the second year for the asparagus, and I'm hoping to be able to get some next year. This here is a bed, and the onions began to fall over, so I began to pull them, and we've been eating these onions as green onions. But I do have, this bed is sowed. I sowed collard greens down in here in this bed, and you can see I've got a marigold over there, and I've got cabbage right there. There's two of them. I don't know if they'll do anything or not, but they're scattered out. There's one, and here's one, and here's one. I'm just leaving them. Here's some marigolds, and then I think it's a little bit too early yet for the collard greens to come up yet. I just sowed them, but I did sow this whole bed in collard greens, and I put dill down here in the corner, in this corner over here, because I wanted some dill to come up. I do have some dill up on the hill garden, but I wanted to plant some more. I'd like to get a good stand of the herbs. Now this here is the red Pontiac potatoes, and you can tell the difference in them as well, because I just didn't realize how much difference it was in the plants. This is my oregano. It goes wild every year, and I've already harvested twice off of it. And the lemon balm, it's gone to seed. We'll let it seed out. And let's see, I need to deadhead this. There we go. And then we'll make our way back up. And the red Pontiac potatoes, their blooms are a light pink. The Kennyback's blooms are white. Now, like I said, I haven't seen the yellow gold. The yellow gold is not blooming. The yellow gold potatoes are not blooming yet, but they are above my waist. They're over my waist high. So, Kennybacks and the red Pontiacs, they are blooming. You can tell. But all in all, considering the kind of weather we've had, I thank the Lord for the garden, because it's doing good. It's beginning to grow. We've had some warm weather, and we really needed the warm weather for the plants. And it's been raining. We actually needed the rain. The rain's been good, and I just love to watch it grow. And it amazes me. It just amazes me. These beans, they twine and entwine and circle around, and they just find their way in how they go through the rails. And now this is one of my crosses. This cross I've had for, probably at least 4 years, maybe 5. And I showed you one day how that I was making those. And I've got several of those made. And they do work, because when the wind blows and blows these and they twinkle and the sun hits and it gives those beams of color, it does help keep the birds away from your plants, especially your young plants, and it does deter them away. And up on the hill, we had a little red fox that was getting in the plant bed. I didn't know what it was exactly. It was laying down. It didn't bother anything. It just kind of laid in the dirt, and I put a cross there. And I don't know if I showed you that cross or not. We'll walk up there. It won't take but just a minute. We'll walk up there and I'll show it to you. But it has stopped him from getting in my plant bed, because when the wind blows, it makes a little bit of racket. When the sun shines, it's got glitters of different colored lights, and it just really looks good. Let me see. I don't know if I got y'all a picture of that or not. So let me see. And let's see. There we go. There it is. I think I fixed 8 of these, and this is the one that Herb picked out to put here in the sister's garden because he was trying to keep the critters out of it. And from here, you can really see the little plants that are coming up. So that's all I have today on the garden tour. And just looking, I'm so excited about the peach trees and looking forward to seeing them grow. So I'm going to say so long, and we'll see you again next week. And have a blessed day. Enjoy time with the family and fellowship, and just enjoy the day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.